What's up, man? How's it been? No, it's been a minute, but we've been trying to stay in this grind, man. I've been doing summer school, bro. Summer school and having 2 jobs now. So, you know, that tendency does a lot, man, for real. Grateful of doing this again, man, for real. Able to stay on campus and to do what I love the most. That's these podcasts, man. I love doing podcasts, bro. My co-host, he went back home, man. He went back home. He had to go do what he had to do, man. You know, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man. You know, everybody's gone. Everybody is gone, for real. Like, no front. My boss got on me. He was like, bro, he's like, what are you doing? I said, I was just on the phone, you know. He was like, what have you been doing the podcast for? I said, I don't know. I just don't feel right doing it, you know, without my co-host. He was like, well, you're going to have to learn one day how to do it by yourself. And so here I am right now. He told me to stay consistent, so we're going to stay consistent. So how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Hope everything's been going well for y'all people, man. This is the middle of May now. We're going past May. We about to go into June. Man, I tell you what, this summer school has been crazy, bro. Summer school has been crazy. I mean, no front, man. Like, it just seems like something new always happening. Something new is always going on, like, no front. But that's something that you gotta love about doing this, bro. You gotta just love doing this. I just love doing this, man. It's like applied pressure for some strange reason, but I love it. So, before that, we're gonna get to the scripture of the day. Before we do that, and it's Romans 8:38, 39. And if you hear the fan behind me, it's just because, like, it's hot in here, and, like, you know, out of all the podcasts we did, you know, people been saying it's been hot. When we tell you it's hot, bro, it's hot. Like, no front. But the scripture of the day is Romans 38 through 39. For I am sure that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor rulers, no things present, nor things to come, no powers, nor height, no depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus our Lord. Before I get into it, let me say a little prayer for y'all, because I need to pray. Father God, I thank you for this day, Lord. I thank you for loving us. I thank you for connecting us and showing us everything that you want us to do, Lord. Lord, it's nothing that can be done without you, Lord. Nothing can be done without you. Lord, I pray that you give us strength, you give us vision and what we need to do. I pray that you just help those that don't feel good, help those that don't feel right, and help those that is good. You know, Lord, everyone needs help, everyone needs strength, everyone needs some type of healing, Lord. Lord, I pray, thank you for everything you've done in my life, Lord, giving me another chance again. Lord, I just thank you for the struggle. Sometimes struggle brings out the best in us. And I just want you to know that everything will be okay from my perspective to your perspective, Lord. Thank you for everything you've done in my life. Even this podcast, it wouldn't be done without myself and Ro. It wouldn't be done without you. Lord, I just give you all the glory and all the honor. And Lord, many more podcasts to come over this summer, Lord. We're going to do whatever we can to make sure that this podcast grows. And I've been slacking, and I want you to know that I'm a working vessel, Lord. I just want you to know that I want to work for you, no matter the situation. It's in your name that I pray this. Amen. Well, with that being said, I hope that y'all been doing okay, man. You know, our last podcast, I posted that. That was like a month ago. But I want y'all to know that, man, it's been good over here, bro. It's been really good. It's been really, really good over here. We just been trying our best every day. Everybody over here, everybody, my own squad, bro. I've been making new friends, been encouraging those. I've been trying my best to be myself. Been having some ups, been having some downs, but it all happens for a reason. That's how I see it. That's how I really see it, because it wouldn't be life without having the ups and downs. If you don't have the ups and downs, then life ain't the same. Life ain't gonna be too good, man. So, man, I tell you what, bro. I want y'all to know this, man. It's the middle of May. It's the middle of May. It's May 21st. It's May 23rd, my bad. And we have so much we gotta do. We have so much we need to do. All the love, man, all the love lately that's been going my way, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Cause this life isn't the best, but you know what I mean? I'm still pushing. I'm still trying my best for y'all. I'm still trying my best to incorporate all these podcasts that I can that's gonna come out this summer. We ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna stop no matter the day. I have a birthday on July 16th too, by the way. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy, man. We're gonna have a podcast on the 14th of that day. That's on Friday. We're gonna have a podcast that day. We're gonna play a lot of good music. We're gonna play a lot of good songs. We're gonna have a lot of good vibes, and we still gonna have people on this podcast one way or another. There might be not a soul in this podcast, but we're gonna do what's best for us, man. We're gonna do what's best for this podcast, bro. I know my girl Aaliyah, she wants to be back on this podcast too. We've been talking about it, so you might get her back on the podcast. You may get Rolling back on the podcast. My co-host, man, he has been busy, but he's gonna be back on the podcast eventually. We're gonna try to share this thing worldwide. We're gonna try to make this thing an hour long at least. Like I said, bro, we're gonna try to do what we can, man. And I want y'all to know this, man. Stay motivated, stay grinding, man. This life is not going to go on if you keep thinking that failure is an option. This life is gonna go without you. That's what I was trying to say. But you got to do what you gotta do, man. I'm telling you, I understand everything that goes on in my own life. I may not know everything, but I know a lot of things about myself that I want to get better at. I want to get better at being consistent. I want to get better at doing things that I have done in my life that has helped me with my coping mechanisms, with my stress, with my depression, with my everything. And so the Lord has blessed me to do things like this. This is a coping mechanism for me. Look, man, I'm playing beats. I'm in a room to myself. Of course, I got Jeremiah. I got my bosses. I got my other people, man. I got things I can do. I'm always having something to do. And that's one thing I didn't do back then when I had thought that, life was going to be hard. I thought life was going to just be a joke. Life is not a joke, man. Life is not a joke. You gotta love life, man. Love life. Love life. I'm gonna keep saying it. Love your life. I don't care what nobody tells you. If people tell you that you're a witch or you're somebody that you're not, don't believe them. You're a soldier, bro. Y'all are soldiers. Y'all are soldiers. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all are soldiers. Y'all stay fighting, man. Stay fighting, bro. Stay fighting for the right cause. Don't let people lead you to wrong understandings and wrong things that will lead your life to be a bad thing, man. If no one, I tell people this all the time. If people don't love you, I love you. If your own people don't tell you they love you, I love you. I don't care what nobody says. And I know we got 50 subs on this channel, man. That 50 has been a solid rock, bro. Those 50 people, those 50 true fans, bro. We're going to grow. We're going to continue to grow. And I'm going to continue to incorporate things that I can do. Whether that's changing my logos, whether that's growing and doing live streams eventually, whether that's actually me posting on YouTube live streams. Like, I will do that. I'm going to do whatever I can. I want people to know how much I appreciate and how much I want to mentor them. So when people do ask me, hey, what do you want to do when you get older? And I get asked this question a lot. I want to be a mentor to young kids that think that they have no way out. I want to be a mentor to those that can be a hearing service. Like, I'm here for y'all people, man. And I'm not saying that to sound like they're on a YouTube mic. I'm not saying that to just sound like they're on a roadcaster mic, bro. Like, no. I mean that with my honest opinion, bro. With my honest heart, bro. A lot of people need to show love in this world, bro. A lot of this stuff that's going on in this world, a lot of hatred, a lot of craziness that needs to stop, bro. Like, do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. I ain't going to tell you how to live your life because I can't live my life the way I can live yours. And you can't live your life the way I live mine. I want y'all to know this too. If you think that life doesn't have a purpose, just remember yourself, look in the mirror and look at yourself and tell yourself, I am the purpose of why I am living. And look up to the sky. Of course, do this first before I say that. Look up to the sky and say, you're the reason why I'm here. Because God is the purpose of why I am living here myself, and why I am doing things myself, why I am incorporating and doing and being strategic and helping and working and trying to grow myself. Like, you have to make sure you encourage yourself every day. And we're going to get into some topics. I'm going to find something to talk about because, like I said, I just came on just to ramble, to be honest, because my boss, he wants me to be consistent. He wants me to grow. And I want to grow myself too. And I know people been asking me about the podcast too, so I've been wanting to grow for them too. I've been wanting to grow for myself. Even though I might not have a computer right now, we're going to edit video. We're going to do podcasts and we're going to keep editing them in here. We're going to edit some video. We're going to make some podcasts come out every day if we have to. I'm going to grind that hard. We're going to get to that point where we're going to grind hard every day. Even if I can't, we're going to try to grind hard every day to make sure that we get a podcast out. I don't care what nobody says, man. All next week, I am free because we got no more classes. Tomorrow's the last day of classes. So we ain't got no more classes until the 31st or the 30th or the 1st of June. So we are going to grind hard these next couple months. I'm gonna get 40 episodes out in the next 2 months. How much you bet? How much you bet? Hopefully I'm loud enough to y'all can hear too, by the way. But even if not, I'll edit it and try to get it to that point where it is loud. But yeah, let's get into some topics. I'm gonna look at some things on my phone, my IG, or whatever's going on around here, man. It's been such a long time since I've done this, so we gotta find something to talk about. Well, one thing being, because this is not sports related anymore, this is about everything at one time. Hey, sorry, I'm just picking beats at this time, but man, let's see what we're gonna look at. So, how do y'all feel about colleges? You know, how do y'all feel about how do y'all feel about riots at college? You know, I just wanted to say that because it was just in my mind. This semester we had like a riot, right? And I'm not gonna mention whatever it was because I get the perspectives, man. I get perspectives. But like, how do y'all feel about college riots? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you have a riot, you know, and if it's peaceful, I feel like it should be acceptable, man. It should be acceptable. But I do feel like at the same time, you should literally try to hear out. You know what I mean? If you hear out, I feel like, something would make you think that, hey, man, let me go to this event and see what this person or what that person's talking about. And if it's racist, heck yeah, man, you do what you got to do, but make it peaceful. I'm not saying go out there and attack somebody because of how they believe something and how you believe something. Now, that's one other topic I need to say too. But don't attack, listen to them. Like, try to hear from perspectives. That's how I feel, there's so many perspectives and so many things in this world that we don't like. Like, if it's something that we don't listen to, if it's something that we don't like, then we will go against somebody and riot against them. Like, but if it's something that we talk about, bro, we hype, we cool, man. We about to do what's good for us, and that's one thing I don't like too. I feel like we should talk to each other about our own about things. I feel like, if we want perspective on somebody else's perspective, or how you want someone to think about you, or yada yada, man, I feel like you should have a perspective on that. You know what I mean? Instead of just thinking like, hey, bro, it's all about me. It's all about me. Other people, other friends that you might have the same perspective as the other person, but that doesn't make them against you. You know what I mean? Like, I just want y'all to know, like, riots against school over whatever it is, if it makes sense, make it peaceful, but don't make it a riot that has to do with almost brutalizing somebody up, and then they having to go to the hospital, and then they're the ones suffering because of your own emotional problem. You know what I mean? There's a lot of videos I see on TikTok. There's a lot of videos I see on YouTube of where people be rioting, and I'm like, bro, what's the point of you rioting, bro? You know what I mean? And I'm not being political. I actually don't like being in politics. I don't like that, right? But one thing I will say is this, man, like, you gotta just hear out the other people's opinions. Like, you know what I mean? If you hear out other people's opinions and see where they're coming from, like, you should understand that you probably will understand what the perspective is, right? But I think if you're just pushing along the sides and just going and attacking somebody just because they don't like something you like, that's just weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, you have to love and care about others' opinions. You don't have to respect it, but you gotta care. But you gotta, you gotta be understanding of their opinions. Like, don't put force into anything that they like because, something you don't like. Like, I can like, let's say this, right? I can like McDonald's. Someone else can like Burger King. They might argue over me liking the doggone Big Mac, but they might like the Whopper. I love both. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they might say, hey, bro, you ain't joining my side, bro, so I should ride against you because you like a Big Mac and I like the Whopper, right? And I'm like, bro, now that didn't happen to me, of course, but what do you like? What is your point? What's your point? You know what I mean? Like, why are you rioting? You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times people, when they riot, they just don't know what to do. And some of the people that riot, they just do it just because they get free stuff out of it. Like, I've seen people when they riot, they just take stuff out of, like, stores, or they take stuff out of, like, out of places because it's free. And they're not really rioting against the problem. Like, you know what I mean? And those people, I don't get that. That's being manipulative. If you're joining one side, if you're literally against one side or on one side, you can't just join one side just to get what you want. In the perspective of, like, you can't, like, you getting something for yourself. You can get a bag of chips for yourself and not ride against them, ride with them just to get, a bag of chips. I'm saying the wrong things, but you can ride and get a bag of chips and not literally think about the actual perspective on it. You know what I mean? And that's something I don't really appreciate. I don't typically like riots anyway, because I feel like a riot can go violent in so many fast ways, bro. And it's like, bro, why? Violence don't have to be the answer to everything. And I know I'm kind of branching out to different types of things, right? But it's just perspective, you know what I mean? Like riots at school. I saw somebody post something on IG, and it was this girl in Wisconsin that had said the N-word. Like I think she said the N-word. In Wisconsin and Madison, they had like a bunch of blacks, and I'm black myself. They had a bunch of blacks that literally was saying like, hey, was questioning the head chief of Wisconsin. And she was just like, dislodging it. She was just like, well, it's a free speech. And apparently, I mean, of course, we taking it as like, bro, okay, you ain't listening to us. Like, this girl's literally watching their TikTok live too as they doing it. And like what I mean by that, like, it's just crazy, you know what I mean? I feel like also with other things that's happened I might have heard of, but I don't know prospectively, that I haven't seen in my own eyes. I feel like a lot of times, we gotta see the true picture of what the world is, right? There's certain things, I had to cut that up a little bit, but there's certain things that should not be acknowledged. There's certain things that you shouldn't do. But if it's a riot, be peaceful, right? You know what I mean? Like, don't let it be violent. A lot of people don't need that, bro. A lot of people go through tragedy every day. A lot of people go through serious issues every day. You know what I mean? And that's something that we cannot, sometimes change or fix. And I know we definitely can't fix a tragedy. I know that's a fact. Now, trust me, my own father, I wish I could change that real fast. But he ain't here. That's just how it is, man. I love him to death. I promise you that. I love him to death. But you can't change what the past has brought. So, man, I tell you what though. Can we talk about let me see. Can we talk about Bronny going to USC? Bronny went to USC, right? And so me and my cousin, he was just on the phone with me. He was like, LeBron should retire because my Lakers, sadly, they lost to the Denver Nuggets, sadly. And it was I kind of knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know if it was going to happen by a sweep. Like they broomed us out the court, like, you know what I mean? They didn't have they had no limits against us. Jokic is I'm telling you, Jokic, he's a dog, bro. He's a dog. I don't care what nobody says. And whoever is doing this Jokic slander, like, I see it. They say Jokic is slow. Jokic don't really do anything. Like, Jokic is this, Jokic is that. But you look at Jokic and he's averaged a triple-double. A triple-double in the freaking in the freaking doggone it, the playoffs, bro. He beat Wilt. He just broke Wilt's record, bro. Now, if you want me to be real with you, I didn't watch the games. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real. But what I will say is this. We're gonna go back to Bronny real quick. But Denver is a dog, bro. Denver was dogs this year. Now, if you want to debate, if you want me to talk about the Jokic and Embiid debate about who should have won MVP, I really would say Jokic should have really won MVP again. But I'm not saying that because he's in the finals and Embiid is not. Now, certain ones be like, I was reading messages yesterday and it was like Jokic should have won because he's in the finals and Embiid's in Cancun and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but still, like, it's a regular season MVP. Now, if Jokic was playing like this in a regular season, now, of course he was, but he wasn't playing he was averaging a doggone triple-double a night in the playoffs, like he's doing now, but doggone, man. Like, come on, man. But yeah, back to Bronny, man. Bronny went to USC. And so he's had, let me see. I'm going to look at it right now before I get myself wrong. As my boss just walks in saying craziness. But yeah, Bronny has brung in. I think he's with his boy. He played at his school. I think he has he has someone else going to USC too. But some people are saying like, bro, he's a hype man and he doesn't really play. You know, he's getting overhyped because it's LeBron's son and yada yada. But we're gonna say the same thing about. Are we gonna say the same thing about? You know, let me think. Are we gonna say the same thing about Gilbert Arenas' son? Are we gonna say the same thing about? Let me think. I think Vladdy. I don't know if Vladdy has a son coming out soon, but we're gonna say the same thing about him in a couple years if he's coming out soon. Are we gonna say the same thing about, you know? Let me think. We wasn't talking about Sharif, or we wasn't talking about Scottie Pippen Jr.'s son, Scottie Pippen's son, like we are doing Bronny James. Now you know what I mean. Scottie Pippen and Shaquille is both Hall of Famers. If you don't know, like you know what I mean. But I'm gonna say like this, man. Don't slander somebody if they haven't done something yet, right? You know what I mean. This dude isn't even played a second in the NCAA yet. And a lot of people is already talking about, saying like, bro, he's overhyped and he's this and he's that and he didn't do this because he was in high school. You know, high school players develop throughout college, right? And you know, high school players might not be good at that point. Remember, Paul George, if you've seen the Paul George clip, Paul George said in high school he didn't play good in defense. He did not play well in defense. By the way, I might find that clip. If I get copyright, it's all good. But I know for sure he said on his podcast, shout out to Paul George and his podcast, but he said he couldn't play defense until he got into the league. Until he got to college. When he got to like the league, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta give players development time, man. Like, bruh, calm your nerves. You know, let the guy play a minute of basketball at USC before you try to talk bad about him. You know what I mean? Before you talk good or bad about him, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? This dude could be a superstar in the doggone USC. This dude could literally bring USC a championship. This dude could be the exact opposite of what I said. But that doesn't mean that you could just rate him right now. And I know some people are rating him from high school. I know him in high school, you know, he's but I haven't watched any highlights, so I can't really say that. So, with that being said, like new players that might come out the next 3-4 years, whoever comes out the next 4 years, right? You have to be knowledgeable. Like, you have to be considerate. You can't just say that this player is trash or this player is garbage or this player is this or that when they haven't played a doggone single minute or single second in a sport or in that next position of a sport. I'm telling you, you can literally talk about anybody. You could talk about, hey, bro, hey, you know, let me think. Who thought Shohei Ohtani, like no front, and this is, I don't watch MLB, but who thought Shohei Ohtani would ever win an MVP before he did? Before he started hitting home runs and before he started doing, pitching like crazy, pitching crazy numbers. Who would have thought that? I bet no one thought on the Boston Red Sox. I bet no one thought he's on the Red Sox and I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch baseball, but how much you bet? How much you bet? You never thought that this guy was gonna be. He's on the Angels. My bad. He's on the Angels. Yeah. He literally is he's literally dogging people. Y'all never thought that he would be that type of player at the Angels, and then when he became what he was, y'all look at him now as a great player, and I do too. He's the kind of the reason why I love baseball a little bit. He is. But at the same time, though, you got to give that man some time, man. You got to give that man some time. Give him some time and some playing minutes, man. Remember y'all was hyping up Imani Bates and how he was in high school and how he went to Memphis and then had to go to Eastern Michigan. And how he's now isn't really talked about like that too highly. Remember that? Remember y'all calling Zion a bust. Some of y'all calling Zion a bust. But y'all know when he plays, when he's healthy, he's a dog. He's really a dog. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop that, man. Y'all gotta stop that. A guy that gets hurt and literally will give you 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists when he would return in a game. He plays good defense. Like, bruh, it's a serious sport. Basketball's a serious sport. But you gotta not talk bad about somebody or talk good about somebody until they actually play it yet. Like, you know what I mean? Until they actually play the minute in college. And then when it's the NBA, of course, who knows? Bronny James might be like a top 20 draft pick. He might go to Cleveland. Let's say that, for example, that'd be iconic as heck. If he goes to Cleveland, let's say, and then LeBron, which I would sadly say, if he goes back to the Cleveland because he wants to play with his son, they both develop. He's going to develop him. The players around him is going to develop him. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give it time, man. You got to give it time, man. If you give it time, man, the player will develop, man. Everybody was overhyping Jimmy Fredette. And then when Jimmy Fredette went to the league, you see how he was. He had a 70-something point game in a different country. Y'all know that. Y'all was overhyping that guy that played for that played for Villanova. I don't know who that was. I don't know if it was Verjao or if it was somebody, but and then it was like a Morrison. I think it was a Morrison guy that played in the NBA. You want me to go all types of other people? I can literally name people that has really been like that. You know, Wiggs at one point, Andrew Wiggins. He's a star now, but everyone was talking about how Andrew Wiggins was like a bust and stuff. Like, he just needed players around. He just needed a development. You know, when he went to the Warriors, that had really helped him out. It really helped him out for real. Let me think of somebody else. Literally, I can go football too. I really can go football too. Like Jarvis Jones. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Georgia fan. Jarvis Jones, when he went to Pittsburgh, he was one of the top players in the college football. That was like 2011, 2012. He got drafted. Didn't do nothing in the league. Like, you got to give him time, man. Jarvis Jones, I don't even know. I love Jarvis Jones. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Jarvis Jones. But what I'm telling you is this. You know a bust from a bust, and you know a superstar from a superstar. You know that. I don't care what sport it is. You can play volleyball. You can play soccer. You can play football. You can play basketball. You can play. You can do wrestling. Even wrestlers have to go through trials and tribulations. Some people will overhype. Hey, man, and I know I'm talking about WWE right now, but hey, man, Brock Lesnar, he has to win every battle, because we talking about John Cena when he fought John Cena in 2014, 2013, 2012 or something like that. When Brock Lesnar came back and F5 John Cena, and we was talking about him being like Roman Reigns of 2020. He hasn't lost a match since 2021, I believe. And it's been 2 years. Now, this guy has not lost a match in any type of WrestleMania in 2 years. I'm being honest. It's starting to get repetitive too, just to let y'all know. I don't care what nobody says, man. There's no way in hell, and I haven't watched wrestling in a long time though, but there's no way in hell that a guy should carry a championship for 2 years now. That's crazy. There needs to be new development, and it's same thing over and over again when it comes up to it, bro. Why is Brock Lesnar always fighting Roman Reigns? Like, you know what I mean? Why is Braun Strowman always fighting Roman Reigns? You know what I mean? Like, why is it so repetitive, bro? Wrestling back in the day when you had The Rock, and I'm not that old. I'm 20 years old, by the way, to let you know. But The Rock fighting the doggone Stone Cold, and then The Rock fighting Triple H, and then The Rock fighting Y2J and all this other stuff, bro. That was iconic. There was always a story development. Back in the day. And my favorite wrestler, to let you know, is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just to let you know. But there's always some development going on behind the scenes, man. There's always some development. There's always some story. There's always something that was good about that back then WWE. But literally, I'm tired of the repetitiveness of the WWE. You got to do better, WWE. You got to do better. I know some fans probably think it's good and okay. I haven't watched wrestling in a long time, but you got to do better. Cody Rhodes, yeah, he came back and all that, but does that change the development of the stories? You know what I mean? He's having a fight. What was it? Who he fought? He fought Seth Rollins, I believe. Man, he fought Roman Reigns. You thought Roman Reigns gonna lose, fool? He ain't gonna lose no time soon. I would not be shocked, and I might not watch this. He might have lost already by now, but I have not ever seen or ever saw somebody carry a championship. And I don't think CM Punk or John Cena ever did it themselves for that long. Remember them 2010 days? Y'all remember the 2010 days when CM Punk and John Cena and them boys, they were savages. They were ruthless. They were ruthless like crazy. Like, especially CM Punk. His trash talk was crazy. His trash talk was insane. Like, he would go up to Vince McMahon, and I know it's scripted, like I said. He would go up to old guys, say whatever he wanted to say. Like, that's how insane it was, bro. Like, and that was me being 10 years old. Like, that's insane, bro. You got someone literally telling me how I can do my thing, bro. You got great storytellers. I mean, you got great people that can talk, bro. Samoa Joe, where's he at? Where's Samoa Joe at, bro? That boy would tell a story and make it seem like it was real, bro. The way he would talk about his lines, bro. Talk on his lines, bro. That guy was insane, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you, where's those developers at, bro? Now, Braun Strowman. Not Braun Strowman, but Bray Wyatt. Yeah, he a developer, bro. He a developer. I like how he reads his lines, like how he talks his lines, man. I really do. Now, I'm gonna say about this too. I'm gonna go on break because my throat is starting to get cold, and I almost dropped the mic, of course. But yeah, man. Stop having these 40, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds coming back to fight these younger men, bro. I get it. Y'all bodies are different from ours, and I get it that you're stronger than an average 60-year-old, but stop doing that, man. You hurting yourself, man. You having your own wives and kids looking at you like, bro, are you okay at the end of the wrestling match, bro? And some of y'all having to go back and do surgery and getting that stuff done, man. Broken cartilages and broken arm and broken pieces, bro. Like, you got to get better, bro. You can't just put yourself on the line like that. I don't care how much money you get from it. Look, man, I get it. Money is power, but like, bro, look here now. If you want to put yourself in bodily harm, put yourself in bodily harm. But make sure that when you land, though, that you're not landing on something that's going to break. Make sure you land on something that's not going to break. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because if you land on something that's going to break, I promise you, your kids, your wife, or your husband, I don't care if you're a woman too, your kids, your wife, or your husband, like, they're going to be looking at you. They're going to be like, bro, are you okay now? Are you sure about this? You retired now. Rey Mysterio, Goldberg, if he does come back, Who else? Sting, bro. Sting. I don't know. Sting is like an icon over there. Doggone Impact. And I haven't watched Impact at all. I had never seen Impact, but I did watch some highlights though. But like, bro, I'm being real. I'm being dead honest. You know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta get better, man. People gotta get better, man. I don't care how old you is, man. Put your body on. If you put your body on the line, let it be something that's not gonna cause you to get something to the hospital for you getting power slammed over a doggone table or falling off a ladder about 16, 17 feet. You know what I mean? Don't get yourself hurt, bro. Like, come on, dog. Look like my boss just left real quick, though. But, yeah, man. Don't get yourself hurt. Before we go on break, though, I want to make sure that y'all have a good time watching I'm going to listen to the podcast, man. Are y'all enjoying the podcast real quick, man? You know, we got to do what we got to do, man. So, I want y'all to know we're going to do whatever we can. We're going to stay consistent. We're going to push. We're going to grow hard, bro. We going to grind hard this summer, bro. Like I said, I've been trying to do YouTube a lot more, my own personal YouTube a lot more. Go shout out the Loc'd Monster YT. We hit 3.3K now. The grind is ferocious and serious, even though I haven't posted a video in a long time.
What's going on, Juco?
But with that being said, we're going to go on break. Hopefully y'all enjoying, man. This is DSJ Podcast coming at y'all with another one. And we're back. I don't know what the heck is going on, man. How do y'all feel about someone that keeps adding you back on social media? They'll block you, then they'll re-add you on social media, and they'll block you again. and they'll probably possibly react you back on social media. Like, bro, stop being weird, bro. Like, I feel like, if you don't like somebody or if you don't want them to be in your life, then don't add them back on Snapchat or whatever social media you should do, right? Like, and I forgot to say, DSJ Podcast, we're back. But we about to head out soon, man. For real, I gotta get ready for my other job, man. I got 2 jobs, so I feel like you should talk about your situation if you got a problem with somebody over here blocking them 3 times. Even though they are trying to bait them to like you or something like that. Like, nah, bro, you ain't baiting nobody. You ain't baiting nobody, bro. Like, grow up, bro. People have common sense to know what you're doing, and what you're not doing. Like, come on, man. Like, it's corny. It's corny and it's childish. Like, if you want to block somebody and then try to re-add them just to see what they're doing and then block them again and then just re-add them again, like, you're being, like, I could catch on to you fast. Like, I caught on with her and I already knew she was gonna block me again. Like, that's crazy. But in all seriousness, like I said, bro, we got real friends, real people, man. Real people only, bro. Real people only. This is how it is. Like, oh, that was short. That beat was short. But yeah, man, before we get on with the day, man, we gonna just be positive, man. What y'all gonna cook tonight, man? What y'all cooking? What y'all plan on cooking tonight, man? For real, like, I plan on cooking some like maybe some pasta. Maybe. I've been wanting to cook that pasta in there for a long while. Just for the slightest, because I don't know, man. Like, I feel like that's just my passion. Like, that's just something I've been wanting for a long time. I know how to cook a little bit, just to let y'all know. Man, when I tell y'all I cook sometimes, man, I be thinking, bro. I be overthinking. I be overzealous, bro. I be like, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready. What we gonna do today? We're gonna put some this. We're gonna put some that on there. We're gonna make sure we do this. We're gonna make sure we do that. Man, boy, I tell you, I'm about to make some great tail pasta. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to use ground beef. I'm probably gonna use ground turkey more, like, my bad. I know it's gonna be kind of a weird thing, but from what I got some I got some sauce. What's that white sauce? Pause. That I forgot what it's called, but I'm using that sauce, and I'm also gonna try to see if I got some more shells in there so I can use and try to make some more, because I've been wanting to make that for the longest while, but like I said, I've been so busy with school and so much busy with some just personal things. Like I said, I've been trying to think of some ideas. I almost thought about getting a katana today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I actually was thinking about getting a katana. But that'll be crazy to do with a katana being in your doggone hand. So it's just funny to me, man. People don't get it, man. People don't get how good food is, bro. Good food, whatever you cook, you could be cooked in the microwave. I tell you what, as long as it's made by you, you gonna make it well, boy. I tell you what, you may not know how to cook like me. You may not know how to cook a doggone rotisserie chicken. You may not know how to cook a turkey. You may not know how to cook a doggone steak and fries and whatever they call it, man. Man, I know how to cook all that, bro. Speaking of, by the way, I had just last week, I had some steak, bro. I don't eat steak. So it's not it's not because of religion. I am black and I am straight Christian. Just let you know, nothing wrong with being anything else. But I'm just letting y'all know. Man, I tell you what, bro. That steak was the best steak I ever had from outside of my dad's. That's just being real, man. But like, man, what I tell you, there's nothing better than your own cooking sometimes, man. When you cook something that you haven't eaten your whole life. Pasta, bro. Pasta is like a doggone traditional treat to me, bro. It's like a doggone feast to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, Colt. Like, it is dead honestly, bro, one of the best things that has ever been created, bro. One of the best things that has ever been created. I don't care what nobody says. I know people might not like pasta, but you gotta find the right one, man. I tell you what, I ain't gonna tell you what to eat. I ain't gonna tell you what to like. I ain't gonna tell you what to love. But I tell you what, pasta is the bomb, bro. Pasta is it. I don't care what nobody say. Pasta is it. And I'm going to fight whoever says pasta isn't the best thing. No, it's not the best thing. Let me be real. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's one of the best things in the world, man. Y'all know. Y'all know about it. Y'all know about it. The ones that make pasta, that make great pasta, man, salute to you. Salute to you, brother, my sister. Some of my favorite beats here is called Earth Gang X Saba, XJ Cole Type Mufdang by Mauro. Make sure to I played this beat many times in the podcast episodes in the past. Man, I love it, bro. I love this podcast, man. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand, bro. I love this podcast. I love doing podcasting, man. I tell people all the time, man, when I get asked that question, what do you want to do? I told you this earlier. Podcasting with some mentoring, bro, for real. I feel like this podcast brings positivity most of the times. And I know sometimes we can talk about things that are personal. And, you know, like I said, you know, that's coming from their opinions. They're coming from my opinions, you know. And I hope that people aren't taking offense to any other podcast that might be seen, even though we ain't getting too many views. Might be getting like 12, 13 at max, not gonna lie. But we trying to grow this podcast out, man. Like we said, we're gonna try to do whatever we can. We might just make some emblems. We might try to share it around the school. We might try to do something because we want this podcast to grow. And it's not the school podcast, just to let y'all know. We gonna try to do some stuff, you know, around here. I might make my own podcast by myself, literally on my own channel. Who knows? But like I said, man, we gonna try to do this thing here. My boy Rj3000, he's gonna be here eventually if I'm still here at college. Well, I pray to God we are. I just gotta see this grade because, you know, some teachers want to grade doggone slow. They don't want you to look at your grade and they're gonna make you feel like you're doing good in the class. And next thing you know, you see a doggone 69 on your doggone class and you like, bruh, it's literally one day left before class. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta get this C, I gotta get this B, I gotta get this A, bro. The goal is always getting A's, just to let y'all know. But you can't do that if your teacher is literally making you wait doggone, what's it? It's been 6 days that she's been posted. She hasn't posted a grade. And I'm like, bruh, put a grade in, fool. Put a grade in. Man, I tell you what about certain ones, man. Certain ones. But it's all good, man. I knew this was my beat too. This was my beat too. I love this beat. Just hear the beat drop. Hey, hear that beat drop, man. I'll tell y'all what, man. I love y'all, man. We gonna be done in about another 5 minutes. I just want to get this thing rolling, man. We're gonna try to get this consistent. Consistency is everything, man. You gotta stay consistent. Sometimes in life, consistency is always the best, man. Just like I said, man, you can't make pasta without having those ingredients, man. You gotta have ingredients. You gotta have them ingredients, man. For real, man. Like I said, it's been tough. Like I said, I'm not the best with myself, but I know I'm gonna try to work on it. This is why this is one of those episodes that, like, I will literally, like, tomorrow we're gonna try to do the same thing. I'm gonna try to get this podcast up sometime this week. I don't know when, but we're gonna try to work on it. Like I said, I might just need to try to do some different logos. We're gonna try to do some different stuff, man. I really want to do some different stuff, like, you know what I mean, for the podcast itself. I think I got an idea. I don't know if Roland's gonna like this, but I have a background cutter, and I actually got a picture of me and Roland dapping each other up when I was wearing when it was my dad's 2-year anniversary. It was my dad's 2 years anniversary. And so what I might do, we might switch the logo around again, man. Because I feel like, you know, there's a lot more to do, a lot more to grow from here, man. Like, a lot to do. every day. A lot to do. Like, I don't know if they're in there hearing me right now, but hey, man, it's a lot to do always. And I know, like I said, even if I'm not here, even if I'm here, I'm going to find a way to do it. I'm going to find a way to get this podcast rolling. And as I'm looking at my phone right now, I actually am thinking about very creative ideas in my mind, because I've gotten better thanks to my boss, my friend. Thanks to him, man. Thanks to other people, man, for real, for pushing me to do this podcast today. Definitely my boss pushed me today. He was like, bro, do the pod. You need to do a podcast, man, before you do a podcast. I like that. So, oh man, I do miss the moments though. I do miss the moments. I do. Cause like I said, it would not be a podcast without having people that want you to, do it yourself. Like, I mean, people that want you to be successful and everything, and want you to grind and get rolling. Like. What is this right here? I have never played this beat, but yeah, man. I just hope that y'all have a good day. Hope that y'all are having a good summer so far. It's not summer traditionally yet, but hopefully y'all having a great summer. And with that being said, if y'all need anything from me, y'all know, if y'all make it this far, I'm praying that y'all do. And if not, I'm praying that y'all enjoy it. That's all I can ask for. If y'all enjoy it, even if y'all watch the first 5 minutes of it, the first minute of it, I want y'all to know that I enjoy, and every last one of y'all enjoy it. And so, yeah, man, like I said, we're gonna just keep grinding. Keep grinding, doing these podcasts, and we just gonna set the ball rolling. So with that being said, this is the Loc'd himself, DSJ Podcast, man. I am back.